Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's GSQ Haven here. I'm bringing you my first ever tutorial. I know I'm pretty late on this game. This is a year old. Been a while since this game was released, but I'm seeing a lot of new people come on the game, you know, call them Christmas noobs, newer players to the game who just purchased the game and want to learn how to play and improve and get better to enjoy the game, because this game is pretty lit. Alright, so I'm just going to go over some basic wall bouncing techniques to give you the competitive edge on your opponents and everything like that. Unfortunately, I don't have a hand cam, so you're not going to be able to see my finger movements and stuff, how I'm doing this stuff, but I'm going to try to explain in depth on how I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah, enjoy, guys. Well, I was just doing it while I was, alright, let's wait for, come on, go away, dead body. We don't want to see nothing that I died.
Yeah, buddy.
Never happened.
There's nothing happening.
Were you gay? Get out of here.
Anybody.
Alright, come on. It's taking forever.
This is gonna be there forever.
I know. Alright, let's move to the other side.
Let's go on the other side. Yeah.
Nothing ever happened. I need the evidence. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with what is called the Pullback Bounce. So basically this bounce, what it's supposed to be used for is getting close to your opponent and dodging bullets while under fire pretty much. So this is only something that you should really use when you're full red or you have like a lance or something like that coming at you. Like say you're going against guys who chainsaw a lot or melee a lot. This is not a very effective tactic, but it's very effective to just getting close to opponents who are hard aiming or just standing there or try to lancer you down.
I'm good with the Lancet, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna hit you in the head.
So this is pretty effective when you're wall bouncing down in a condensed hallway with an opponent lancing at you. You can dodge enough bullets to get to him and kill your opponent. But now let me tell you this real quick. If your opponent has an enforcer, you're dead. Do not ever use this tactic against someone using an enforcer. Even a hammer burst, if it's a pretty long distance, those weapons pretty much melt. So you would be better off just playing the corners in a situation like that. But that is one of the main situations where I use the pullback bounce, is when I have people standing at the end of hallways lancering me. Very helpful, and it's also to get away out of bad situations, not only since you can't bounce very fast in this game you get down pretty easily, but it just gives you a better chance of getting away from your opponents when you get chased by a lot of people. And it's helpful in some shotgun fights too, you know, they can miss a bullet or two, and if you're accurate with it, you can get kills and stuff like that off of it. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that right off the bat. So yeah, let's get into the next topic, guys. Right, so guys, so the next topic that we're going to get into is called the A-B bounce. So basically you just get on a wall, just start spamming A and B as fast as you can. You can either do this with claw, and you have like your index finger pressing the buttons really fast, so you can do it like me. I play thumb, so I just put my thumb over both the buttons while having my analog stick touch, and then I just spam it. This is not a very effective thing to do in like clutch situations or just when you're fighting opponents and in general. It's more just for show, but it can be helpful for getting out of just tough situations, like you're getting lanced or something like that. Start A-B bouncing and maybe get around a corner faster or just confuse your enemies. That's one of the main things I use it for. People just like stand there like, what in the heck is happening? That can give you a competitive edge. I definitely wouldn't recommend using it if you're like a scrimmer or something like that. It's more just for show, but it's something cool that you can use just in regular gameplay like social or quick match or anything like that. Definitely not anything I would use in a clutch situation or anything serious. Alright guys, so our next topic is going to be the camera bounce, and this is just what it looks like. Basically you're just looking down at the floor and hitting the walls with the side of your body over and over and over again. This is not an effective like wall bouncing method or anything like that for combat, but it just looks cool. So the easiest way to do this is to play claw, or you could be like me. I play thumbs and do it, but I have a broken controller, so basically if I stick my analog stick down, my character generally would just stay down there, or I'll just move down there on its own sometime. So you have to play claw. I mean, I guess you could do it playing thumbs, like you just look down kind of and do it for regular people who don't have a broken controller. But yeah, claw would definitely be the easiest way to do this. You know, if you guys don't know what claw is, it's basically you just have your index finger on your A button, and then your middle finger would be controlling your shoot button, obviously the RT. So that is something just for show that you can mess around and do stuff like that. I'll demonstrate some more of it. I'll cut the clip. Alright guys, so our next topic is going to be called the Lefty Flip. So all of you guys know about right hand advantage. Generally when somebody has the right hand advantage in a fight, they're going to win. This is how to defeat right hand advantage when you're in a left-handed situation. So basically you could be aiming outside of cover. Say there's somebody right here shooting at me, and there's somebody else coming over here. You can do this. All you have to do is aim out in the cover and pull off, and your camera view completely switches, and it's like you have the right hand advantage in the fight still, even though technically he would have the advantage in that fight. So it's a pretty common technique used by pro players and stuff like that. I use it a lot when I'm going for clips and stuff like that. Generally not in a clip because I'm not on the wall too much, but it's just something that I use to keep myself alive and during a clutch situation. It does come in handy when that can just become a natural part of your playstyle. It can be very useful for you and your experience on this game and becoming a better player basically, especially if you're going to hit montage clips and stuff like that. You just got to learn every single edge that you can get on defeating your opponent. Because the point of montage, you just fight all these guys by yourself, so you have to do way better than the average player would to hit the clips. In a situation like this, he would have the right hand advantage and he would be able to win the fight pretty much easily, but since I was able to do the lefty flip, it just gave me the competitive edge and put us on an even playing field for that situation. So this is core tuning right now, so basically in core, whoever gets the first shot generally is going to win, or whoever gets the closer shot. So you got to do whatever you can to make sure you're going to land your shots and they're going to hit where they need to hit. So a few more examples from it, guys. Literally all you have to do is just aim out to the left and pull back on your walking analog stick, so the left analog stick, and boom, you're lefty flipped. Just hard aim around the corner, pull back. Unfortunately, when you stop aiming, it ruins that, but you know what? It's still cool. Most of the time, you're going to be in a fighting situation like this, you're going to be hard aiming anyways to get the most accuracy and have the most likely chance to win. Alright, so guys, this next topic that I'm going to go over is called the Rori Strafe, or the Roadie Run. That's what it used to be called like years and years ago. So basically it's just when you jerk your character back and forth, 360s left and right, all around the place to confuse your opponents while they're aiming and try to hard aim you. This is more effective when it's up close and personal. This is one of my favorite methods of hitting clips and doing anything dodging bullets. Since we're in core tuning right now, the Rori Strafe isn't nearly as effective, but in comp tuning, the Rori Strafe is insane. You can use it all the time in situations where you have many guys on you. Not simply because just the Nasher is weaker and stuff like that, but genuinely the Rori Strafe, like there's a cooldown system in the Rori Strafe in core, but they completely took that out in comp, and you can Rori Strafe way faster and be way more unpredictable with your movements. So guys, I'm going to show you a quick example. This is the core Rori Strafe, and let me just tell you this real quick, not even a fraction of how effective it is in comp. I'm going to go over and show you a clip of how effective it is in comp. Maybe I'll even show a game clip or something like that, me playing an actual public match using it. I don't know, I'll see what I have in my Elgato, but I'll just show you how it is in core. So basically there's a cooldown system, so you can't really, you can't move nearly as fast. But pretty much the goal of the Rori Strafe is just to get to a point where you can body your opponent. So just move left and right, 360 sometimes, swing your character all around so you can get close enough to body your opponent. That is the whole goal of the Rori Strafe, and it is also useful when you have many opponents shooting at you. You can get lucky and dodge some shots, but in core it really is all up to chance whether or not this works. But in comp, this is very effective. So I'll go ahead and just show you a quick clip of how it works in comp. Alright guys, so this next topic that I'm going to cover is called the slap shot, also known as the back A. Basically it's just pulling off the cover and shooting on the right side of the cover, or whatever side you're slap shotting on, to hit your opponent while not peeking your head out to get shot. So when you peek your head out like this, he could just shoot me right now. He could either get forward pointed or get bodied. But with the slap shot, when he tries to shoot me, he can't hit me. Just try to shoot me while I'm doing this. He can't. Now the problem with this is the accuracy becomes much harder when you're slap shot and stuff like that, so it's usually used for opponents who are pushing you. See, if he was hard aiming right there around that corner, you would not want to slap shot over and over and over again. I was just giving you guys a demonstration on how it looks. Like if he pushed up like that, you could use it to get a shot on him and then you could push. That's what I generally use a slap shot for, not to just go for a body kill, especially when somebody's hard aiming. Say if he's hard aiming around the corner, I'll back A, hurt him, and then I'll push and be able to win the fight. That is what it's most useful for. This is pretty much a core movement. You try to do this in comp, it generally won't work. They'll eat your shots, and you can't really do too much damage from this distance in comp anyways. But for core, this is very, very effective. I use this all the time. You'll see it a lot in my clips and stuff like that. So you're able to just hit him with a shot and then run up and body him easily. Very effective technique. I use this all the time during my clips and just playing in general. Definitely recommend doing it. So all you really have to do is just sit on the corner like this. So I like to move my left analog stick to the left, just peek over the corner. I just think it looks cool. And then you pull it back and shoot. You gotta press A, get off the cover, and just shoot. Or you can just pull off with your left and right analog stick at the same time and you'll shoot. But sometimes I like to just press A. I just feel like it makes it more fluent. It just works better. I can pull off way better around the wall and shoot around the corner. Sometimes you'll accidentally hit the cover and you'll miss. It's not a 100% guarantee to work, but if you perfect it, it is a very deadly technique to use in this game. I recommend using it. Definitely learn how to use it, practice it. Go in a private match, so you can just go in a private match, have your friends just stand there and you practice it over and over again, or just do it on bots or anything like that. It is a very helpful thing to learn. I definitely recommend it. Alright guys, so the next topic that I'm going to go over is called the up A. So basically it's just a reaction shot that looks exactly like that at your opponents. Generally used at an opponent sitting on a wall. So here's what I would use a reaction shot for. Either A, to do damage on an opponent and then push them with either a hard aim, slap shot, or a blind fire, or to just straight up body your opponent. So the only way you can really body your opponent and use it effectively as if he was standing on a corner like this. Like you can wall bounce around there and then up A him sitting on the corner. It's very quick. I definitely recommend incorporating some wall bounce in there, because I easily, if I just ran at him and tried to up A, just like ran around the corner, he could have just popped his head out and have bodied me pretty easily. But incorporating the wall bounce in there, especially the pullback, is the best wall bounce to use in that situation. It can be a very deadly technique. So let me just show you how it looks. If you just run at somebody and try to do it, he's gonna body me. Watch. Or I'll eat the shot. All right, redo.
He's gonna body me. The game's like, nah.
Alright, so basically if you run at somebody, unless you get lucky and you eat their shot like I just did, which that shouldn't happen, game, you need to fix this. This is core. If you run at somebody and try to get on the wall to up A him, you're just gonna die. Gives you a little teabag. So I definitely recommend incorporating the wall bounce in there. He's way more likely to miss, and you're way more likely to get there quicker and get the kill. Now, let me say this real quick. People eat shots a lot in this game. There's been so many times where somebody will just be standing right on the wall. I'll go around to up A, and then I won't get lucky and get the body, and they will eat my shot. And then I'll either A, get killed, or B, get lucky and just get out of the situation and hit them with another shot. So when you do that movement right there, you're committing. When you jump at them like this, you're like, alright, this shot's going to kill them. And you're going to just have to trust, because the Nasher in this game is pretty inconsistent, so you're leaving it up to chance in that situation. Like right there, I think not every single pellet hit him. Maybe I didn't even hit him at all. But yeah, it's not a guaranteed kill doing this, but it is something helpful to use, and I definitely recommend learning how to use it and becoming more comfortable in it. So if you guys want to get a quick recap on how to do it, you bounce on the wall, and then you just click A on the cover. And then you can move your right analog stick. So say like you wanted to shoot straight, you would just go A around the cover and then push forward on your right analog stick. But say somebody was like right there and you still wanted to try to do the slap shot, you'd have to like pull to the right on your analog stick. Or to the left, depends on which way you're trying to slap shot. So it's a pretty effective thing. Definitely practice it and learn it. People eat shots a lot. It's got me killed many times, but it also has helped me get many clips and got me out of many rough situations. Right, so say I have an opponent right here standing. There's some more gameplay of me doing that. I moved my analog stick to the right that time. That way your opponent kind of looks over his shoulder and you can shoot pretty much whatever. Like you just stop what you're doing right there, the animation, and you shoot it just like while you're moving through the animation. It's a pretty cool technique. It's been in pretty much every single Gears of War. And you can really do it at any angle. Like even you can like shoot like behind you like that, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's chasing you and you can go around and like shoot them in the back. That's a much harder thing to do, and it looks really cool if you can get it, especially with a headshot. But yeah, that makes it way harder. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that. It'd be more safe and more guaranteed kill to just hide around the corner. But if you have like a lot of guys chasing you, that's something that you gotta do. And you guys can definitely practice it. It's really not, if you're new to this game, 'cause I know we have a lot of new players coming on this game. They got it for Christmas and stuff like that. Just practice doing regular ones before you try to like be shooting around, especially if you're trying to like do 360s and stuff with it. Alright, we're gonna get to the next. Now this is the Rori Strafe and comp. It is so much more effective. You can Rori Strafe so much quicker and be so much more unpredictable with it. Obviously right there I was just trying to demonstrate the movement to you guys. In comp you would just be trying to get closer to them, so you'd be running around like this, doing 360s, going crazy with it. The accuracy in it can be kind of messy, but it's mainly just to dodge bullets, and it really, once you practice it, you can get pretty accurate with it. It's just swinging in and moving into your opponent. Not a super hard topic. You can do it with a Lancer too when they're trying to Lancer you. This is literally one of my favorite things to do, because you can do it anywhere. My favorite thing to do in general is to mix the Roadie Strafe with the Wallbounce. I used to do this all the time in Gears of War 3. You can't really do it that much in this game, especially with the 2.5 movement, because you can't really connect very well to most walls, but you can still kind of do it. I mean, you used to be able to connect to like walls from so far away. You have the wall bounce and Rori Strafe pretty much wherever you went. But yeah, this is a very effective thing in comp. I definitely recommend learning how to use it. Alright guys, so this next topic, this is going to be our final topic that I'm going to cover for this tutorial, is the hyper bounce. Let me tell you this real quick, you can only do this in comp because the movement is a million times faster in comp. Literally, like, look, you can't move anywhere near this fast in comp, but there's one thing about comp that makes it way worse than core. You cannot connect to walls at a far distance at all. Like, literally, the connection distance of being able to bounce on a wall is horrible in comp. They absolutely ruined it with 2.5, but you can still hyper bounce. You roll a lot more frequently, but this is something that's really just for show. Like, this isn't gonna help you dodge bullets or anything like that. It just looks really cool, and it makes clips look way better than they actually are. And it's just something cool to learn and just do. You show off with your friends or whatever. And this is circle bounce. You can pretty much incorporate like whatever you want really into the hyper bounce. You can just start bouncing like crazy, start Rori Strafing in there. This is my favorite thing. I used to do this all the time in Gears of War 3, but it was way more effective in Gears 3 because you could do it on super far apart walls and you could be bouncing quickly back and forth, but you can only do it in really small hallways like this in Gears of War 4, which is why it isn't as effective and it makes it way easier for you to get hit. Just like try to shoot me while I'm wall bouncing at you. I mean, I know it's comp, so yeah, exactly, you're dead. You cannot connect to walls super far and just moving around and stuff like that. It's a lot harder, but you can still do it. You can practice it. Looks kind of cool. It can help you sometimes getting out of situations in comp. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like. Go subscribe to Micah for being my helper. Where are you at? Let me come give you a high five. Wait, you back? Oh yeah, you back there. Hello. Go subscribe to him for helping me out in this tutorial. I'm sorry that I'm a year late on doing a tutorial, but it's alright. Drop a like on the video. Much love. Peace out. Hope to help you guys out. Deuces.
Bye.